And we are live. Welcome to. Hold on a second. Before I start this, let me get the chat up here. We'll see if anybody's here.
All right.
We'll see if anybody's here. In the chat waiting. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We turn the volume down. Yeah, we got 67 people in here to start. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. Hi. How you doing, guys? Wow, Stardust on Indiegogo is only $44 away from $13,000. Well, that's good, Nasser. Welcome. Guys, my name's Ethan Van Sciver, 25-year veteran of this comic book industry, such as it is. I'm the illustrator of Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, the creator of Cyberfrog, and a great big Star Wars fan despite it all. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine named Michael, and that's with a K. That's Michael with the K.
Yeah, that is with a K. That's because I don't know how to spell my own name. What is
going on? It made it easier.
Yeah,
it made it easier.
Yeah, less letters.
It's Michael C.G., ladies and gentlemen. Michael C.G. He's a guitarist, a musician, songwriter, pal of mine, and I've got a couple of other guys coming in here as well. Friends that used to do a podcast with me called Van Scivertown. We're gonna do the news tonight. We're gonna do pop culture news, and we'll see if you like it. We'll see if you like it. Hello, Centurions. Hello. How are you? Good to see you all. Geek Core says, EVS, why is your last stream replay blocked in the United States of America? You know why. You know why, guys. Well, no, maybe you don't. It's because I played a song by the 1975. Do you like that group, Michael, or are they too soy-based for you?
I think a lot of their songs are a bit soy-based, but I do like the one called The Sound. I really like the chorus to that song. Do you know that one?
Yeah. How does it go?
I know that you're around because I hear the sound of your heart. And it just repeats that over and over in the chorus.
That's a good song. Well, I was playing a CD. I decided just look, not a CD. How old am I, Mike? I swear to God, I'm
vinyl record would make you young today, I think.
Oh my God. Well, I was playing it on my iTunes, and I just went live to show people what I was drawing. And of course, I knew what I was doing. I mean, I knew that the fact that I was playing real music was going to get this whole live stream struck. People who wanted to watch it later were going to be upset, but I left it up anyway. And then a weird thing happened. I got these notifications that said it's only blocked. It's only blocked in like a few countries, but one of those countries is the United States. So a lot of people were just like, "What the hell? What's going on?" Right. Now, Michael, on top of this, recently, somebody flagged my video, and I got an adult warning on it, and my subscribers are upset.
Yeah. What's the adult warning? What does that mean?
Well, that means when you try to watch my video, a little thing comes up that says, "Hey, this might be, I don't know, this might be controversial or unsuitable for
kids."
Yeah. Oh, hey, how you doing, James O'Kelly? It's good to have you in here. Can you hear me, James O'Kelly?
Is there anybody in there?
We're here.
We're here. Can you hear us? Why is there?
I absolutely can.
Oh, you can.
No problem at all. Yeah, I'm just getting another friend here. Just a second.
Okay, good. So anyway, here's why. So people are confused because it says, "Hey, this is not suitable for all audiences." Now, why? Why isn't it suitable for all audiences? Because I called J.J. Abrams the J.J. Abrams.
Oh boy.
Now, is that controversial? Is that controversial?
I would say not, but because it is against one of the protectors of the, I guess that side of things, the SJW side of things, maybe they didn't like it because you hit one of their guys. Kind of like Negan didn't like it when they took out 9 of his guys, so he had to take some of theirs.
Yeah, I think that's true. I don't know if Mundane Matt flagged it. Do you know about Mundane Matt? You know who he is?
I've never heard of him.
Okay, he's another YouTuber. I was watching Mundane Matt videos, or not Mundane Matt videos about Mundane Matt all day today, chat, all day. I can't get enough. Mundane Matt is a kind of gamer gator who, I don't know, he went soy based, and he started reporting people, like flagging people's videos.
Oh,
Yeah, they took him down. His friends took him down. They proved that he flagged videos. They also found old videos by him where he had a polar bear puppet that he was making say the N-word.
Ooh.
That was hard.
Wow.
That was hard.
Yeah. That's what happens when you have a closet full of skeletons and you start poking at other people's skeletons. Yours fall out eventually.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Mitch says, Ethan, did you hear about Gavin McInnes? Mitch,
No.
it's not Mitch Brightwather. It's just another guy named Mitch.
Okay.
No, I didn't hear about Gavin McInnes. Should I look it up and we'll find out?
Huh.
What did
he got banned by Twitter.
Oh.
You know, they're doing that Unite the Right thing again, I guess, this weekend.
Okay.
I believe, I don't know everything about this one, but that's what my understanding is right now. And so they kind of pre-banned him before that came around.
I like that pre-banning. Now, just in case he says something you don't like, you'll ban him first.
I think so. Yeah. We got 326 people in here. Sly Marbo says, if you look at the flag reporting screen share he showed, EVS wasn't on it. Yes, but Sly Marbo, it also took him 15 minutes to put that up on the. People were saying, I think he's just going through his more recent ones and deleting them.
Right.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't know if he did it. I don't know if it's just some twat, excuse my language, from Twitter. But somebody did it, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
And I don't like Gavin McInnes getting banned from Twitter. And I don't like H3H3.
Yeah. Who's that? What's H3H3?
You gotta get on YouTube. He's another YouTuber. His name is Ethan, and he's very, very funny.
Okay.
So you know, it's disturbing. It's disturbing that he was banned from Twitter. I don't know what's going on in the world, but we do have to fight the power a little bit without getting destroyed ourselves. So we're gonna lightly slap the power. We're not gonna fight the power. We're going to. What are we gonna do, Oakley?
Well, we're just going to try to have a little bit of principle, I guess. I mean, it's like the Alex Jones thing. I don't like Alex Jones. He's kind of an idiot. But what they're doing is not right. You know, like why do they have to make us defend assholes?
I know. They're starting to think that like you can ban people, like you can, you can stop people or deplatform people just because they're assholes, and it's like that's like the opposite of how we should kind of behave. As long as nobody's hurting anyone else, people should be allowed to speak. That is my opinion. And I think that look, he warned us about the frogs turning gay.
Yo.
Hey, Nearing is in the chat.
Oh.
Okay, so let me introduce everybody. Now everyone's here for the evening. This is Comic Artist Pro Secrets, everyone. Welcome. GRP Poll, thanks for $2. Hail Caesar and the Centurions. Well met, my friends. Retarded Genius, thanks for $4.99. Gavin denounced Unite the Right this year and last year, but the media are pinning it to him. They banned the Proud Boy accounts. All right, so these are my friends. We've got Oakley.
Hello.
Oakley is a wrestler.
Hello out there. Sorry, there was a little bit of audio problem there for a second, I thought.
Yeah, I couldn't really hear anything either for a minute.
You gotta unmute your mic is muted. I don't know. They're kind of new to doing YouTube, I think. Let me introduce you to my buddy Nearing.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Are we back? Hello? Are we?
Yeah, I can barely hear you. You're cutting in and out every once in a while on my end. I don't know if this is everybody hearing it that way.
Okay, well, I can hear you.
Problem.
Are we still live though? That's the question. It says live.
It says live.
Look, everybody's worried. They're like, they got EVS. They got EVS.
Yeah, they're
They
all
took
saying
him
there's a lot of
down.
lag and choppiness. I think this is a YouTube issue from
Uh,
seeing what the comments are. Either that or it's some connection between us, because apparently we're all sounding like that.
Okay, guys, let me know when I sound okay again.
You sound okay
we're
right now.
live. We're live. We're back now. All right, look. I don't know
Okay.
what's going on. I don't know what's going on, Booker T. I'm really sorry to everyone. Jesus, thank you for $2. Nasser has assimilated Ethan. No. I'm back. I'm good. All right, so that was disturbing. What were we? Oh yeah, so I was introducing Nearing. Nearing
up,
is here.
everybody?
Hey, Nearing.
How's everyone
And that's
doing?
my buddy. Nearing, what are you drinking tonight?
Bullet.
Everyone's drinking Bullet lately. That's like the hip new thing to drink, basically, right?
Hey, I was in the Bullet when Bullet wasn't cool.
That's correct. Yeah, I know. I had Bullet for the first time with you guys when we were at Universal, and it's rough, as you guys remember. Me being completely and totally inebriated at the Psycho House at Universal Studios. That was a nice weekend. And then we've got Michael CG. Michael CG is a musician. Hello, Michael CG.
Hello, everybody. This is me. My name is Michael CG, and he's correct. I am a musician, and that is my name.
Okay, guys. All right, so listen, here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk about the news. This is what I normally do. Today was a very, very busy day. As you guys know, I told you some of what went on today. And it was a very, very busy day. People don't know in the chat. People don't know what's going on. Nobody in Comicsgate knows what's going on. They have no idea. You guys know. You guys know. And that's a good thing. Yeah. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. Random Channel says, shit, I thought you were woke. I am woke. All right, look, guys. First of all, something wacky is happening to Chris Hardwick. Do you guys watch Talking Dead? Have you ever seen it?
I've seen it.
Yeah. I usually watch it after the show. So.
Okay. Chris Hardwick recently was accused of being a sexually harassing monstrosity by his girlfriend. That's not something that you want to be accused of, you know.
No, not the nicest thing to be.
Yeah, has a nice ring, but I wouldn't want to be called that.
Yeah. Like if you are accused of that, you want to kind of prove that you aren't one ASAP.
Sure.
Now, Chris Hardwick was reinstated recently. They did investigation, a full, complete investigation, because Chloe Dykstra accused him of some long-term abuse. She was his former girlfriend. As it turns out, Chris Hardwick was able to produce actual like evidence that she had some kind of bias against him. It's weird that an ex-girlfriend would have any kind of bias against you whatsoever. But
never happened.
Never.
It doesn't happen normally, but it did happen in this case, probably because Chris Hardwick was getting her role. She was an actress, blah, blah, blah. He broke up with her. And she was very, very upset with him, very angry. And then before you know it, she's accusing him of all kinds of abuse. But he was able to produce telephone messages from her that basically said, please come back. Don't leave me, blah, 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 blah. All right, so the breakup was entirely like, he did it, she didn't do it, she didn't want to break up with him. This was good enough evidence, I suppose, for AMC to restore him. To restore him to his spot. Oakley, you're breathing right into your microphone. It sounds like thunder and lightning. It's like,
nice.
Might be a fan. Let me turn it off for you.
Okay, good idea.
That is so.
Chris Hardwick's return.
Or maybe it's nearing. Is it nearing?
I don't think
is it
so.
nearing?
Oh.
No,
Just
I don't think it's
probably
nearing at all.
All right, you're on a phone, right, Nearing?
I'm on a phone, but it's away
Okay.
from my face.
Oh, okay.
Is it better now?
Never mind then.
Knock on wood.
Yeah,
it should
you're
be
good.
better. Okay.
But anyway, has resulted in the resignation of a notable amount of employees. Now imagine this. They do a full investigation on you, Nearing. They investigate you completely, and they announce that you are innocent of all charges. As they would do. I mean, you're an innocent man. And then Archgeek says, do you understand her connection to Star Wars? No, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so somebody let me know, what is her connection to Star Wars, Chloe Dykstra? All right, so you're fully vindicated.
Isn't
And
she
then
John
you're sent
Dykstra's
back to work.
relative?
John, the baseball player? No,
No,
that's
John
Lenny Dykstra.
Dykstra, the composer.
I think you were thinking
Oh,
of
is
Lenny
he a
Dykstra, Ethan. Lenny Dykstra, the baseball player.
Right. That's who I was thinking of,
Yeah.
Lenny Dykstra. No,
Anyway,
okay, so
John Dykstra did the Star Wars music.
no,
What?
John Williams did.
John Williams, yeah.
No, that I don't know.
Yeah, John Dykstra, I think is like he's a designer or something like that.
You know when
Could
there's
be.
that line, it's like, okay, I think I need to slow down drinking. I think I've reached that point of I might be going a little bit overboard. I think marrying might be there.
What?
Already.
John Williams, dude.
I'm gonna Google John Dykstra.
Okay.
Well,
Go
there's
for
no
it.
need to, because John Dykstra is the SFX guy for Star Wars, so he does the special effects.
Okay.
Boom.
So when a
Boom.
TIE fighter
There you go.
explodes, it's because of Chloe Dykstra's dad.
There we
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Boom.
So
I stand corrected.
yeah. We all do. We didn't know. I mean, the chat knew, and they let us know. Hardwick is an SJW, says Baghead777. Well, see, they turn on their own. But anyway, a bunch of resignations have occurred of a notable amount of employees, while at least one Nerdist writer quit after the website restored mentions of Hardwick's name. Hardwick was temporarily suspended from both outlets in June after allegations of long-term abuse from former girlfriend Chloe Dykstra surfaced. Now, Dykstra claimed that Hardwick was abusive emotionally and sexually, and also accused him of hurting her career. That's bad. After an investigation by AMC, Hardwick was reinstated and cleared of any wrongdoing, just like me.
Of course.
I think that's great, actually. People quit. People are quitting. They're saying, no, we don't want to work next to this guy.
They don't want to work next to a guy who was cleared of any wrongdoing.
They don't. They don't want to work next to him, even though he started the Nerdist, even though Talking Dead is centered entirely around his personality.
Yeah.
They don't want to work around that.
Right.
You know, it's like his girlfriend said he was a bad guy. So, you know what? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the twin-edged sword we were talking about earlier today, that, you know, guys like Hardwick, guys like, you know, you with your sketchbook, it happened 10 years ago, you have to pay for it for the rest of your life. Whereas guys like James Gunn, oh, that's 10 years ago. That's ancient history.
He said he
You can't
was
bring that up
sorry.
now.
Right. You know, that's the thing. Like, on our side of the table, or political persuasion, you're not allowed to be sorry. You can't apologize because
Right.
it doesn't matter. It's not good enough. Whereas their side, it's like, well, he said he was sorry. Then he had a few more instances of child pedophilia stuff, or child diddling stuff. And then, but, you know, he did say that sorry once, so we're cool.
Yeah.
There will be one rule or there will be no rules, but there won't be one rule for one group of people and another rule for another group of people. That won't happen.
Which is what is happening.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So Dykstra did not participate in this investigation. All right. And that's probably the problem. Chloe Dykstra should have participated to find out the truth about whether or not he was abusive to her. She didn't participate because she felt it would be better for her to just try to move on. You destroy his life and then you move on. You know, why dwell on it? However, Hardwick's reinstatement has ruffled some feathers, with many still fully believing Dykstra and feeling that AMC failed to properly hold Hardwick accountable. According to the Wrap, one female producer quit Talking Dead following Hardwick's reinstatement as host, along with a handful of other staffers. That's significant. Only employs about 25 part-time people. How many fucking people do you need to do that show?
Right. Well, you need a couple.
You need Chris Hardwick and
sorry.
that's it. A guy holding his iPhone and Chris Hardwick. That's all you need.
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sake.
And it's such a tough argument because, I mean, in general, I mean, we all have women in our lives, so, you know, mothers, sisters, daughters, and none of us would ever want something like this to happen. And frankly, if we were aware it was happening to someone, we would probably smack the ever-loving shit out of that guy. But as soon as you make the accusation now, it means you are guilty.
Right. Accusations equal guilt.
And so, you know, like it's again back to the thing we were talking about Alex Jones. Why are you making me defend an asshole? And so now we have to get into these arguments that are not where we want to be, right? And that's again the problem that we have.
It's a serious problem, and we have to stop it. Even though Tiberius Caligula Nero is in the chat saying Mundane Matt is watching you masturbate and will report you. He better not false flag me for that. William Jenkins, thanks for $10. So, Uncle E, congrats. Dr. Jordan Peterson and friends have been mentioned in DC area radio shows. That's good. You guys are making the Dems nervous. Oh, good. That's great. I'm glad. I'm very, very glad. I'm glad to make Dems nervous. All right, look. In a separate move, Nerdist opted to restore material on its website. So the Nerdist, Chris Hardwick has a website called the Nerdist. It's garbage tier of the first order. It's definitely SJW. Whenever they report about Star Wars stuff, it is garbage. I do have to go through, and I know these websites. You guys know that I know these websites like the back of my hand. Yeah, but they fired him even though he started the website, and now they've restored him to his proper throne, his proper position. And one assumes possibly in response to AMC's decision to bring him back. So what do you think about that? Do you think that the Nerdist did the right thing by allowing the guy who actually created the Nerdist to work at the Nerdist?
That's what I always thought was funny right away when that happened. I mean, not knowing whether he was guilty of anything or not, I thought it was pretty funny that suddenly he, the creator of the entire website, was removed from existence, even from acknowledging that he created it.
It is crazy. I never want that to happen.
Right.
I never want that to happen to me. Carl Hungus is in the chat. He says Mundane Matt is a donkey ball. Now, a lot of anger towards Mundane Matt today. A lot of anger. We'll talk about Mundane Matt in a little bit. These guys don't even know who Mundane Matt is. So we have to educate them a little bit. We'll talk about who Mundane Matt is and what happened last night. The terrible, terrible thing that happened last night. Anyway, so yeah, the Nerdist brought him back. This caused Nerdist writer Donna Dickens, her name's Donna Dickens, to post the following tweet announcing her departure from the site. Here's the tweet. Some personal news. Nerdist has decided to put Hardwick's name back in their site, so I've decided not to write for them anymore. And that got 1,022 hearts. No. 1,022 people talking. That's comments. It received 6,435 hearts. That's likes. That means 6,435 people really like that. They like that she's not going to be writing for the Nerdist anymore because Chris Hardwick's back. Michael CG, what do you have to say about that? Were you one of the 6,435 people that liked that?
Yes, I was just trying to keep you guys on your toes. So I went in and I liked that tweet. Then I spanked myself on YouTube Live and got flagged by Mundane Matt, but that's a different story. I don't know what to say about someone who, after, as you already stated, after being presented with evidence that completely clears his name of any wrongdoing and completely shows that the person making the accusations was lying, that they still decide they're going to virtue signal and quit their job because the innocent person was restored to their rightful position. I don't understand it.
I find it shocking. And let me tell you something else. I was going to give this person the benefit of the doubt. I went to Donna Dickens' Twitter page. I clicked the link. It says, "You are blocked from following this account and viewing their tweets." And then there's a link that says,
I've never even been there before.
I never met this woman.
Right.
I would remember if I met this woman. I didn't do nothing to her.
Right.
What on earth is going on? She looks, please. Hold on, let me see what she looks like. All right.
And,
Yes.
and the crazy thing about it all, like we're talking about, they went through an investigation and they cleared him. In the era of Me Too, AMC is not going to take that lightly. If they marched in and cleared him without a proper investigation, and something does come out, AMC would get raked over the coals. So they're going to do a thorough job, I would think, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Maybe. Or is Hardwick that much of a monster that he was able to manipulate and abuse them? Nobody is thinking about that. Did Hardwick actually abuse and manipulate the investigators at AMC? And there were independent investigators. They weren't even employees of AMC. Were these investigators abused and threatened by Chris Hardwick, and that's why he got his job back?
That's entirely possible. I've often wondered how a guy like Hardwick, who had a brief career on MTV, 25 years ago, suddenly was just gone for 20 years. Completely no career, dead, gone. Just came out of nowhere and is suddenly one of the most famous people in the world now. I think he made a deal with Satan, and they helped him to punish the investigators. That's what happened.
What do you think of that, Neri?
I don't know about Satan, but clearly the investigation has gone one way, and this Donna Ditkins seems to be trying to plant a flag in the sand and say, I got nothing.
Oh, well, some people are letting me know, Spoon71, that she is now at Slash Film, formerly The Nerdist, at Uprocks, and at BuzzFeed. So all of the worst websites in the world, she has bounced around from garbage to your website to garbage to your website.
Yeah.
Like Huber, I honestly, I'm not surprised, I suppose, that I am blocked by her.
I did just look her up on Twitter while you guys were talking about her, and she is a frightening-looking individual.
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
She looks foolish.
She does look foolish. She looks silly, and she shouldn't. Block me. A lot of people in the chat are talking about me eating pie. Guys, I went 2 pie-less days. Those of you who think that I would stop, there are people who are saying pie hard with a vengeance, pie harder, pie another day. No, I didn't eat any pie today at all. Perfect eating day. So thank you very much for your concern. Yeah. All right. So
are you saying low carb?
All right. So wait. Evidently, this isn't. Oh wait. Hardwick. I'm sorry. Hardwick reportedly gathered Talking Dead's employees for an emotional meeting this past Wednesday. Can you imagine being a part of that? I would like to go to an emotional meeting with Chris Hardwick. Now, listen, guys, we're all doing great work here, killing time on AMC after The Walking Dead every Sunday night. We're all doing great work, wasting time with our fluff garbage program, and I don't want anyone to be upset. If anyone has any comments or questions about my behavior in the past, you could raise your hand and address them now.
And then what happens when that person raises their hand?
I don't know. I think I don't think anybody
uses
would.
them.
Maybe. Ooh.
Yeah.
Does he say? Is he holding a weapon when he has this conversation?
A baseball bat, perhaps.
He could be. He's like, if anyone has any questions, raise your fucking hands. We're gonna get this out of the way now. Anyone have any questions?
Yes. And he's
Donna Dickens raised her hand.
He's walking around the table that they're sitting at with the baseball bat in his hand.
Yeah. Terrible.
Like Robert De Niro in The Untouchables.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody's calling me a pedophile. How dare you? How dare you?
Well, if you love pie, I guess that makes sense.
Fistful of pie. These guys bust my balls about pie all day long.
Are they saying you're a pie fucker? No.
Well, they mentioned that once. They said, it's like, but they know that, first of all, if I had a pie, it wouldn't go there. It'd go in my mouth. Like what,
right.
I'm not a degenerate. I'm overweight. Chris Hardwick wears girls' panties. Ethan is going to like him now, says Sly Marbo. That's awful. That's awful. And if he does wear girls' panties, it's none of your business. Dom Casey says EVS is blocked for more pages than the net on the net than China. That seems to be true. The more I look, the more I find that to be true. Everyone is separating themselves. Everyone kind of isolates themselves from your Uncle Ethan. It's not great. Okay, so big emotional meeting this past Wednesday in which he acted apologetic. They used the word acted. They made a judgment call. They said he acted apologetic for all of the recent turmoil. Hardwick is also said to have invited individual employees to one-on-one meetings in which he would personally address their concerns. Oakley, what is your concern with Chris Hardwick?
How about getting a raise? I mean, really, it's not my like the person. I guess maybe it depends on their personal experience with them, but really, you work with the guy. Is it any of your business?
Well, I have to admit, I didn't even think of that, but that would be the perfect time to ask for a raise. Don't you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that emotional blackmail?
Yeah.
And then he pushes the button under his desk.
Keep me quiet, right?
Yeah. Hey, I think it's time for a raise. Evidently, this attempt at an olive branch was received poorly by those who decided to quit the show. If they believe him to be guilty of what Dykstra alleged, it's not hard to understand why they're not willing to bend. They better bend. They better bend the knee, or they're going to get it too. On the other hand, Hardwick still boasts a lot of fans that have stuck by him as this situation unfolded, and he has been shown public support by his wife. Wait a second, he's married?
Yeah, because was this when was
the breakup? The girlfriend thing I thought was several years ago.
Oh, she's coming out of the woodwork now. He's married and she's old news?
Yeah.
I think.
What the hell is going on? Why did he keep messages from her? Like on his, you know what I mean? Like he's got old voicemail messages from her? Yeah. That's wacky tobacco.
Did he have voicemail or was it just texts? Because I saw that she had texted him a lot after he dumped her. And she kept saying, "Oh, I'll always love you. I want to be with you." Like she was the pursuer, but I didn't hear any voicemail.
Or is it that she really is crazy, and he's just trying to maintain a record of if you find my body,
maybe
like
that could be it.
I'm not making that accusation, but I mean it's a possible reason why
you can make that accusation if you want. I don't see any harm in it. You know,
don't connect any dots.
Don't connect any dots. There's a chance that could happen, and it is. I think it's kind of you to be worried about it and to warn him using this YouTube channel and 661 people watching right now that might pass the information on to him. Patty Hearst is his mother-in-law, says Wonder Girl 60s.
Oh,
for real?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
I did not know.
Hey, he married well.
I didn't know that.
Jeff Bartlett says, Ethan, do you work out at the Pi MCA? No, you can't work out at the Pi MCA. You just go there and you eat pies. There's no exercise. There's no exercises there. Falling into Destiny says, bitches be crazy. My brother's about to get divorced from Lady Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, it's true. Nunya Business says, yeah, he married money. Good for him. All right, good for him. The more I hear about Chris Hardwick, the more I like Chris Hardwick. On the other hand, Hardwick still boasts a lot of fans that have stuck by him as the situation unfolded. So his wife, other members of his family, and some of his show business collaborators. While nobody knows the full totality of what happened in the Hardwick-Dykstra relationship outside of the two parties involved. Rhino4563, thanks for $2. Caesar, do you now eat hard-boiled egg pies? No, that sounds disgusting, but I do... You guys, I've kicked pie. You can't do this to me. You cannot do this to me. I can't stop making me think of pies. Mortal V says, EVS, are you drinking tonight? No, I have not yet. But I'm going to with all this pie talk, guys. I'm absolutely going to. Piery of a madman. These pie jokes are getting stale, says Firewatcher. That's correct. Let's move on to something else. Let's move on to a new thing. Hair pie. Oh, soft-boiled egg pies for Caesar. Disgusting. All right, guys, seriously now. Let's be serious about this. This is important. Nobody knows the full totality of what happened in the Hardwick-Dykstra relationship outside of the two parties involved. Their accounts obviously differ greatly, and people will continue to choose which side they find credible enough to believe. Such is the court of public opinion. In the meantime, Hardwick's continued presence in Hollywood will likely continue to draw the ire of many. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that summed it up.
It's the unfortunate thing of, we don't have. Sorry, Naring is the lawyer here. The presumption of innocence and the due process, right? The funniest one, I think. I mean, this one kind of tragic, but did you guys ever read the one about Aziz Ansari, the accusation against him?
Oh yeah, I read that.
I read it, and I'm like, now Aziz Ansari, he's an SJW. But I still find him funny. He's fine. But the accusation against him, as you read it, you're going through it, and the further and further you get in the story, you're like, oh, this dude's just bad at sex. That's all. Like, the poor guy's just getting.
It's a really, really bad date.
Yeah. Like, I mean, she kept trying, sampling again, and then later on decided that it wasn't good. I mean,
that he was gross.
Yeah.
Well, and that's where I kind of come down on the whole Me Too movement. Is it was kind of a funny or an ego boost in the beginning because it was all these Hollywood types that I didn't like anyway, like Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, Matt Lauer.
That was
so
funny.
It was kind of funny
I
to watch
forgot
him
about
get
Matt Lauer.
Yeah, it was funny to watch him get with the desk thing to get hoisted by their own petard. I mean, to watch the SJW crowd turn on them, and in all candor, I mean, a lot of what they did was horrible. But now it's gone when we start talking about Aziz Ansari and Chris Hardwick. To if you ever had a bad date, you can get the scarlet letter A and be drummed out of civil society without any kind of trial or proof or evidence of any kind.
That is true. And that is a concern. But see, that's the thing. I mean, if you express that concern, obviously, women might think that you don't care about, rape culture, all that. You might not be addressing their real concerns as they're abused by real men, like real victims of abuse. That's the evil of all this. That's the evil of all this. Now it's been weaponized against people who didn't deserve it. I don't believe for a minute. I think Chris Hardwick is probably innocent. I think this woman probably used him to get roles in Hollywood, to get roles. And once he just said, you know what, you don't love me. Here's what I think happened. He said, you don't love me. And she said, shut the fuck up and get me a role in Grease 3. And he's like, I can't keep pulling strings like this. You can't keep making me pull strings for you all the time. And she said, if you don't shut the fuck up and make me, who would she be in Grease? What character would she be? Who was the tough girl chick from Grease?
I was thinking the exact same one.
Stockard Channing.
Stockard Channing's role, whatever Stockard Channing's role was. Does the chat know? Does the chat know who Stockard Channing played in Grease? Nasser would know. Rizzo.
I was right. There we go.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up and get me a role as Rizzo in Grease 3. And Chris is crying. You know what I mean? Like he's in his room crying. I can't keep doing this for you. You're tearing me apart. Do you think he would say you're tearing me apart?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right.
You're tearing me apart, Rizzo. Sorry.
Yeah.
He does look like the type that would cry during sex.
So finally he says, he's like, I can't do this for you anymore. I can't get you the role of Rizzo in Grease 3. And she says, if you don't get me the role of Rizzo in Grease 3, I'm going to make your life a living hell. I'm going to turn your life upside down. Upside down. And he just says, I can't look at myself in the mirror anymore. I cannot honor myself anymore. If I get you the role of Rizzo in Grease 3, I will feel done. Jesus, for $5. I came up with the design and wanted to send you a shirt, but I couldn't find any in Infinity XL. Where do you get yours from so I can get this made? Well,
Wow.
Crypto fashion, Jesus, cryptofashion.com. Thank you so much. Infinity XL. So
That's a car, actually.
it is. Is it? Is it?
It might be. Infinity
like
is a car brand.
I wonder if there's an Infinity XL. So anyway, he doesn't get her the role of Rizzo in Grease. He walks away, and then boom, she's out there saying all these horrible things about him, and he has nowhere to turn except the AMC's top-notch investigators of social interaction, of relationships. What would you call them, Mike? What would you call AMC's investigators into your love life?
The marriage police.
The marriage police. Thank you. So AMC calls the marriage police. They send over a few, spousal detectives. A few. Yeah. They have to send over some detectives, and they investigate and they clear Chris Hardwick. They clear him, and they realize that she only wanted to be Rizzo in Grease 3, and that's it. And he's innocent, and they put him back. And then what happens? From then on, he is going to be tortured at work by his staffers. Why? It's like, that's the problem. That's the power that women have. Jesus, thanks for another $5. Sorry, brother, I never make fat jokes, but was really proud of coming up with XL and had to say it before someone else did. Well, Infinity XL. All right, well, that's okay, Jesus. Yanni Hul, thanks for 20 pesos. EVS, you're tearing me a pie art. Okay, very good. That's enough stupid pie jokes. That's enough stupid pie jokes. All right, it's not. Keep them coming. They're great. Yeah, Dom Casey says, crazy girls are fun until the shit hits the fan. Michael, do you have any comment about that? You have a response to that idea?
Sorry, I was asleep just now. What did you say?
Well, it wasn't me. It was someone in the chat named Dom Casey who said, crazy girls are fun until the shit hits the fan.
Well, I'm not really into Scheiße play, as the Germans might call it, so I don't really know a lot about that.
Oh no, it can be a lot of fun, but yeah, the ride is it's one of those rides. It's like a roller coaster that doesn't end, right? You're like, okay, it was fun. Okay, I need to get off. Like it's this ride's never gonna stop. Please.
GRP Paul, thanks for $2. Hail our slim and sexy Caesar. Thank you very much. Thank you, Centurion. Well met. Nunya Business says he wants his 30 pieces of silver. Dom Casey says, you don't scat, bro. People are talking about Scheisse. They're talking about pie hitting the fan and all of these things. Okay, so look. He broke up with her because she cheated on him. That's what is being explained here by the chat. Yeah.
That's what I originally heard, yeah. And he broke up with her via text after that, which is fine with me if you found out she was cheating.
There goes the role of who's playing Rizzo in Grease 3 now?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Yo, did you hear about the girl who accused Tom Hanks of sexually abusing her when she was like 12?
I didn't hear the full story.
I got shivers about that. Oh my God. Yeah, talk about me too. I was thinking about your story about bosom buddies. When you're
man. Tom Hanks and Peter So Scary.
Yeah. Here's Tom Hanks. He was talking about Harvey Weinstein. He was like, people knew exactly what was going on. People knew. All right, hold on a second. All right, Tom Hanks. Yeah, I'm gonna find the story. I don't think I believe it. I don't think I believe that Tom Hanks would actually do this, but I don't even know anymore. I don't know anymore. Because the whole world has come apart. I mean,
Matt Lauer had a rape dungeon.
Oh my God!
Work, right?
Yeah.
At work?
Yes, his NBC office. He had a lock, an automatic door lock installed in his desk. So if he didn't want the woman to leave, he could lock the door.
Like Mr. Burns with a trap door.
I'm not shitting you. That they like if you check on it, you'd be like, he had a rape dungeon at NBC Studio, like
that can't be
Rock
true.
or wherever it was. I'll find it for you. Just give me a minute, and you'll be like, what?
That is incredible. All right, so Tom Hanks is a pedophile. This is the title of the article. It's nice and subtle. It's nice and subtle.
Wonder
This is all that I am not making, but it was made on July 24th, 2018. Somebody named Sarah Ruth Ashcroft Kraft has come forward and announced that she was subjected to CIA brainwashing techniques and child sex trafficked to Hollywood at age 13 years old, raped by Tom Hanks. This is serious stuff. This is really, really serious stuff. Corey Feldman inspired her to come forward. Meryl Streep is a head Hollywood Luciferian. She likes.
I believe that.
Yeah, this is all. I don't know if I believe any of this. I don't know if I'm going to read this article because I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. There is a picture of here of Meryl Streep with Tom Hanks that led some credibility to the allegations because, you know, it's like they're both together. So that's something. I just don't know if the CIA is involved in this. And you know what? This website is called pedophilesdownunder.com. Literally, that's.
Well, that's where you would find them, I guess.
Down under what?
I just looked up. I looked up Tom Hanks as a pedophile. No, I looked up Tom Hanks sexual abuse, and this is the article that came up. No, I saw this on Twitter. I never read any of it. I just went, oh God, not Tom Hanks. You know, like not Tom Hanks too. So I just read that. I'm going to say that this is probably not true because I don't believe in CIA brainwashing techniques. Not on Tom Hanks anyway. You guys can disagree.
am not willing to say that Tom Hanks is a pedophile, regardless of what I personally think.
Okay, well that's probably fair. I think that's probably the fair play. All right, so let's.
I just pasted in our little chat here a story regarding Matt Lauer's rape button.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't want to. Do we?
No, I don't know if we want to, but yeah, he literally had a lock that he would lock women into his office if he wanted to.
Steve died. Thanks for $2. Load of crap. Dementia of the attention starved. Yeah, there's. I'm inclined to believe you, Steve. I try to keep an open mind, but you know what? I don't know anymore. GRP poll. Thanks for $2. Caesar, clear your browser history. Oh yeah, good point. Good point. I don't want pedophilesdownunder.com to come up on my search history. I wouldn't worry about it. All right, so look, Star Wars 9 scene link. These three characters plus return of this iconic villain's son. When they say iconic Star Wars villain who has a son, which iconic villain do you think they're referring to?
Oh shit.
George Lucas?
Iconic villain who has a son.
Lucas, yeah.
Yes, in Star Wars.
Well, it has to be Darth
Vader.
Vader. Yeah. Anakin.
Of course.
But
Well,
Grandma
but
Tarkin?
he does have a son. His son's name is Luke Skywalker. We already know that. I mean, that would be a roundabout way of saying Luke Skywalker is going to be in episode number 9. I mean, that's we know that anyway.
Yeah.
We know that anyway. The answer is Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt. Did you know that Jabba the Hutt had kids?
Yeah, there's a whole
Yeah, he was in Clone Wars, the show.
Right.
and there was there was in Phantom Menace, there's an entire Hutt family at the pod race.
Yeah.
Little Jabbas and little what's that?
I didn't look that close.
Yeah, in Phantom Menace, they're they had people in the audience in the stands watching, and one of the pods was just the Hutt family.
Interesting. I'm going to go back and look this up.
I think it was like the pilot of the Clone Wars show. Anakin, and he had a Padawan, some girl with like a weird thing on her, an orange girl, the weird thing on her head. They rescued Jabba the Hutt's kid from kidnappers.
All right, look, I got to watch all those. I just got the box set of all the Clone Wars cartoons. I definitely have to catch up because I got to meet Rada the Hutt. Rada the Hutt. J.J. Abrams has started filming the final movie in the 3 trilogies with sets already confirmed in the UK and Jordan. He has a lot of work to do to satisfy 9 movies worth of plot and unimaginable fan expectations. Thanks, MAGA Mexican, $5. Could I get another shout out for General Washington? I am at 28 1,000 pennies. Oh, just pennies. Everyone, that's $280, right? Yeah. Everyone go look at the Indiegogo for General Washington and support MAGA Mexican. Absolutely. Good luck to you. And I'll have you on the show one time, I'm sure. All right. So this is not helped by the furious backlash against Roundhead Ryan Johnson and Cray Cray KK Kathleen Kennedy after The Last Jedi. Those two people need to be destroyed off the face of the earth via trebuchet. They need to be launched into the fucking Bermuda Triangle. And none of you guys are going to stop me. I know that you think that you will, but you won't stop me. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to make sure that that happens. The Episode 9 director has committed to honoring as much legacy and franchise material as he can. That means he's going to be scraping the barrel. The latest reports.
They already killed all the really cool characters, so.
Well, yeah, but they're just Force ghosts. They're bringing back Yoda as a Force ghost. They're bringing back Anakin as a Force ghost. They're bringing back Obi-Wan Kenobi as a Force ghost. They're bringing back Luke. And who else is going to? I don't know. They're all going to be Force ghosts. You kill people, they're Force ghosts. And then they've got footage. They've got footage of Princess Leia left over from Episode 7, guys. Yeah. And they're going to. It's Plan 9 from Outer Space. They're going to write the movie around that footage. Like she's Bela Lugosi.
Incredible.
It is incredible. And Michael, I want you to consider this as well, okay? Yeah. First of all, this is Star Wars Episode 9.
Yeah.
That's Plan 9 from Outer Space. I want you to also consider this. Plan 9 from Outer Space came out December 1959. Star Wars Plan 9 is going to come out December of 2019 on the 60th anniversary of the release of Ed Wood's epic masterpiece, Plan 9 from Outer Space. And I'm sure that the UFOs that were hanging from fishing line, I'm sure they're going to do the same thing with the X-Wings because they have to. They have to save money. They lost $80 million on Soylo.
Right.
A soy war story. Does this concern you at all?
Now, I was really hoping that Episode 8 was their Plan 9 because it was bad. So I'm really worried now. If that wasn't the low point, we're in trouble.
You know what I've been hoping? I was hoping that Abrams would turn Star Wars into part of the Cloverfield universe, so that way he can reverse time and universes in Part 9, so that Part 8 never happened.
That'd be nice. That'd be definitely that would be helpful to everyone involved. Dex Luther, thanks for $5. Uncle Python, you should check into getting Streamlabs instead of letting YouTube take a cut from all your super chats. Well, I know people have said that to me, but I'm comfortable on YouTube, and I'm going to be comfortable on YouTube until they actually yank it out from under me like they did Alex Jones. But I try to behave myself. I try to behave myself. I'm happy here. Okay, look. So the Episode 9 director has already committed to honoring as much legacy and franchise material as he can stuff in there because he doesn't have a story. The latest reports from one of the UK sets signals that fans could finally see the return of one of the biggest, iconically and as well as physically, Star Wars dynasties of all time. So the latest report says one of the descriptions has to do with a scene for Episode 9. They do plan on shooting a scene involving Finn, Poe, and Rose, who gives a shit, over at Cardington Sheds. RFA Cardington is the former Royal Air Force station in Bedfordshire, England. The Star Wars film series has used both Sheds 1 and 2 for filming. This is all Mike Zero. This is all Mike Zero running his mouth. Van Solo, thanks for $2. Go check out Fat Francis' tweet from June 21st at Fat Francis. Okay, I will. Star Wars comment. Mike Zero is just another YouTuber, and these guys are writing articles based on what he imagines. Mike Zero adds, one of the storyboard scenes has to do with Finn and Poe being handcuffed in front of a Hutt who is believed to be Rada the Hutt, that's right, who is the son and heir of one of the most iconic figures, villain or otherwise, in the entire Star Wars franchise, Kathleen Kennedy. There were considerable rumors that Jabba the Hutt might appear in Solo Star Wars story, but he was only mentioned at the very end of the movie. He obviously died in Return of the Jedi, but this is even more reason why his son might be seeking revenge on the Resistance or simply be continuing his family's crime empire. He's a gangster. Okay,
right.
His dad started this gangster shit, and this is the motherfucking thanks he gets. Rada has only been seen briefly on screen as a rather cute baby. They call this cute. Was he cute, Neri?
He was a little cute.
Yeah. How come they didn't? How come they never made toys of him if he was so cute? I didn't get one.
Well, this was like 2002, so they didn't really have Star Wars toys that far back.
Someone in the chat rightly points out that Mike Zero isn't as good as Mike One. No, and I am Mike One. I'm changing my name to Mike One, so I'll be better than Mike Zero by one. Yeah. All right, look, the report concludes it is followed by Finn and Poe escaping, being followed by First Order stormtroopers down an alleyway before they meet up with Rose and an unidentified character. The scene is being shot at Cardington. That's great as well. Abrams' determination to honor the legacy of the prequel and the original trilogies. This is written like shit. This throws up some issues, and not just because Rose has proved to be one of the most divisive characters, heavily criticized by fans. Rose better be in it. Rose Tico better be in this movie. Better be in this movie. When it was released, there was considerable criticism that Force Awakens followed A New Hope a little too closely. A rescue or escape scene featuring the Hutts sounds like a clear echo of the mission from Episode 6 when Luke, Leia, and Lando infiltrate Jabba's palace to rescue who? Han Solo.
Han.
Yeah. The reported scene does thrown up more. I mean, this is when I say garbage tier, this is what I mean. I'm going to read this straight. Okay. The reported scene does thrown up more tantalizing questions about Episode 9, however, period. That's not,
wow.
That's not what, yeah, there's some flaws,
Sentence structure, come on.
Yeah, yeah. Does this mean that Finn and Poe will be already prisoners? Wow, it gets worse and worse. Does this mean that Finn and Poe will be already prisoners when the movie begins, or will they be captured during yet another daring mission? The full story is at Mike Zero, so feel free. GR people, thanks for $2. EVS, someone stole a plane in Seattle and crashed it. What the hell?
They scrambled F-16s to somebody stole a small plane. They scrambled F-16s, and the plane, quote unquote, crashed.
Let's look this up.
It's possible, like the old 9/11 conspiracy theory, that it was shot down, but we won't hear that, I don't imagine. This
is from just 22 minutes ago. 22 minutes ago. Thank you, GR people. Let me report the news. An airline employee took off in a plane at Seattle Tacoma. Those in Washingtonians, they're crazy up there. If you're not in America, if those of you in the chat, you're not an American, I mean, we've got people all over the world listening right now. We've got 721 people. You don't understand how people are in the Great Northwest, and they're crazy. An airline employee took off in a plane at Seattle Tacoma International Airport on Friday night in an episode that ended with the plane crashing about 30 miles from the airport. The authorities said 30 miles, didn't get very far. An airline employee conducted an unauthorized takeoff without passengers at SeaTac. The airport said in a tweet, aircraft has crashed in the South Puget Sound. What's the South Puget Sound? Is that the ocean? Is that water?
That's water.
Water. It's not the ocean. They would have said the ocean. Normal operations at SeaTac Airport have resumed. Bagel Goose, hey Cecil, thanks for $2. Yeah, it crashed near where I'm at. I'm glad you're okay, Cecil. I'm glad you're okay. Okay. So Alaska Airlines said in a tweet that the takeoff involved a turboprop. So it had propellers. It had those propellers on the side of the plane. My former mother-in-law and my former father-in-law, they were on a plane with those propellers one time, and they were just sitting on the runway, just waiting while luggage was being loaded into the side of the plane. The propellers were turning, and one of the guys loading luggage into the plane got sucked into the propeller, and they said meat was splattered all over the airplane, all over the windows of the plane. And they're telling me this, like they'd just gotten back, telling me this over lunch. That's why they call them ground. And they, I swear to God, I've never gotten a worse look from my in-laws ever. Anyway, Pierce County Sheriff's Office said in a tweet that a stolen Horizon airplane had crashed off Ketron Island. Ketron Island. Preliminary info is that a mechanic from an unknown airline stole plane, the office said, was doing stunts in air or lack of flying skills caused crash into island. All right, so somebody, from what I can gather, somebody stole an airplane in Seattle, Washington, and it was a little Horizon airplane with 2 propellers on the side, and these people were doing backflips in midair. This guy was doing backflips in midair with his airplane. Like, he got an airplane. He got a plane, that's meant for passengers. This wasn't a little tiny light aircraft. He stole a plane. He stole a whole plane, and he started doing backflips in the air. And what did he think was going to happen? This guy wasn't a seasoned pilot. Now, according to some conspiracy theories, he was shot down. What do you guys think of that?
I think it's possible. I mean, they did scramble fighter jets. So,
I think if George Kennedy could do loop-de-loops in the Concorde, this guy could probably do loop-de-loop in a little double-prop plane.
Yeah, if George Kennedy can fly upside down in a Concorde while rolling down the window and holding a gun out the window and shooting it at people, I think anything's possible.
Well, do you think that's what was going on? Do you think he was trying to be George Kennedy?
Yeah, he probably rolled down the window.
Trying to be George Kennedy.
He's more like John F. Kennedy Jr., as it turns out.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yeah. It's absolutely terrible. I'm worried about this guy's family. I hope that they're okay. I think the moral of this story is what?
Don't do loop-de-loops in a plane.
Don't roll down the window in a plane?
Right. But first, don't steal planes.
Don't
steal planes.
Oh, okay.
That's the line.
That is the line. Joseph Kerwayne, Wine, thank you for $5. The once beautiful Seattle has been invaded by dirty Californians. My God, that's true, isn't it? It's absolutely true.
Not wrong.
Yeah, that's absolutely terrible. Here's a counter article. Why airline hijackings became relatively rare, and there's a picture of DB Cooper. Michael CG is an expert on DB Cooper. Did you know that?
I did not know that. No, I didn't know I was an expert. I'm an expert on Dale B. Cooper. I don't know about the other one, though.
Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, from now on, is we are going to do... I thought I'd run this by you guys right now. I would like to do a weekly show where we talk about Twin Peaks, where we actually watch an episode of Twin Peaks and we discuss Agent Cooper. We discuss it.
Awesome.
Here's why I want to do it. Okay, here's why I want to do it. Because Andrea loves Twin Peaks now. She got into it. She got totally into it. And do you remember at the end of the new season where they go, hey, there's still a page that's missing from the diary?
Right.
All right. So what was the name of the girl that they found in the alternate dimension that was Laura Palmer?
I forget her name.
I forget her name.
Her name was Carrie Page.
Oh.
Okay. That's how heavy Twin Peaks is. Like, I need to examine it thoroughly. Like, that missing page that they never addressed, that was just David Lynch, like, saying it's a person named Carrie Page in this alternate dimension that is Laura Palmer.
Right.
Well, did we talk about who the lady is who opens the door when they go to Laura Palmer's house?
Yep. Yes. We have talked about that, yeah.
We have to, that's the lady who owns the home in the real world.
Yeah.
So Lynch essentially broke the universe and brought Cooper and Laura into our world. And
that's trailing off of that. That was not, I mean, we could be doing this on our weekly show, but I guess we're doing it right now. That's where I thought Lynch was telling us that alternate universe that they were in at the end of that episode was actually the real world, our world. So the normal Twin Peaks world is the alternate universe to ours.
Right. And in breaking the universe and bringing Cooper and Laura into our world, he also brought Jowday into our world, which is not unlike that thing Wes Craven did in Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which is the idea that when you stop telling a story, you release the creature. And so by stopping Twin Peaks, Cooper unleashed Jowday in our world.
Right.
That's awesome. Beyond belief. All right, so we have to go through this episode by episode.
Yeah.
And then do it. I know, it might be, it's mostly just for Twin Peaks maniacs, but I really I want to talk about Twin Peaks. I want to watch it all over again. And maybe even watch a couple of them live, see if there are any Twin Peaks fans still that want to see. They're talking about it. They're talking about doing one more movie, which would be amazing. Just one more Twin Peaks movie. Yeah. All right. So before we go for the night, I've got one more story to talk about with you guys. It's related to J.J. Abrams and Star Wars. Lost. Remember the show Lost?
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams. So anyway, Lost producers apologized to Evangeline Lilly for uncomfortable nude scene. Did you know that she was naked in that movie? I mean, in that TV show? I never noticed that. Producers of ABC's Lost have issued a statement apologizing to Evangeline Lilly for the uncomfortable experiences she had while filming the show. Their statement came out after Lilly recently expressed discomfort about having to film nude scenes during her time on Lost. Why the hell would she have to get naked for Lost?
When it's on a network TV channel.
Yeah, I'm not sure that she got naked as a jaybird naked.
Was it maybe a scene that they told her was going to be in the show, but was really just for their private use?
Don't know. Let's keep reading. Lilly played the role of Kate Austin, who was a fugitive and wanted for the murder of her abusive father. After she was captured by United States Marshal Edward Marsh, the two of them boarded Oceanic Flight 815, which all the fans of the show know crashed on the island. While Jack was seen as the leader of the survivors for most of the series, Kate was very resourceful and quick-witted, which made her become a leader in her own right. While she had qualities of a leader, she was often just seen as a love interest of both Jack and Sawyer. This love triangle led to the uncomfortable scenes that Lilly felt pressured into doing, saying she felt cornered and was left mortified and trembling by J.J. Abrams. The guy who is going to produce the new Star Wars film, the director of the new Star Wars film. What do you think of that?
So basically, Abrams is a rapist, is what we're finding out.
I'm not making that allegation. I'm not connecting any dots.
No dots.
No dots. But I'm just saying that is worrisome. All right, J.J. Abrams and the other Lost producers have since responded to Lilly's claims after Lilly expressed her discomfort on an episode of the Lost Boys podcast, and the producers of Lost issued a statement to Entertainment Tonight regarding the situation. Their statement states. Our response to Evie's, they call her Evie, like they get familiar, in the media was to immediately reach out to her to profoundly apologize for the experience which she detailed while working on Lost. We have not yet connected with her, but remain deeply and sincerely sorry. No person should ever feel unsafe at work, period. You made her get naked on a TV show. Stupid. Several actresses have come out as late, describing horrible on-set experiences they had to endure, much like Lilly. Many victims have stepped into the spotlight, which has sparked the #MeToo, #TimesUp movements. While it's troubling that this many people have been abused by authoritative figures, it is reassuring that Hollywood seems to be taking the matter seriously and taking action against the offenders. Take action against J.J. Abrams now. Now. Not after Star Wars Episode 9. Now.
Yeah. If they have to bring in James Gunn for Star Wars 9, let them.
Now wait a second. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't.
Oh, wait.
I wouldn't say that. But yeah, I mean, absolutely take action. You could bring in Dave Filoni. You could bring Dave Filoni in for Episode 9. That would be nice. That'd be nice. Many fan favorite shows have been getting a TV revival as of late. While nothing has been confirmed for a Lost reboot, fans of the show will continue to ask about one. Lily has previously said she's not going to go on there. They made her get naked. She's not going to go back. She said that she was not really supportive of reboots and remakes, which made it sound like a Lost revival wouldn't be happening anytime soon. In light of her speaking out about her experience on the show, the odds of her returning to the role of Kate seem even more unlikely. While the producers have spoken out and given their sympathies to Lily, it makes the situation no less troubling. Okay, this incident has possibly damaged the likelihood of a Lost revival, but fans of Lily can see her on the big screen in her film Ant-Man and the Wasp, in which she's fully clothed the whole time. And that's a movie. So I asked the chat, what do you think of this? What do you think of J.J. Abrams being so abusive to the beautiful Evangeline Lilly? Do you like the beautiful Evangeline Lilly, Michael?
Who, me? I actually don't know who she is. I didn't watch the show.
Okay. Oakley, what do you think?
Well, I guess it depends on her. This sounds wrong, but I was going to say it depends on her contract, right? Like it's like when they did Game of Thrones, and Khaleesi is supposed to be naked throughout it. It was network TV, so and I was trying to find the scene. I think it was more that she was in her underwear on the show, like not naked, if I'm following correctly. But I'm going through the show in my head, and it doesn't make sense on a network show that she would be totally naked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you signed up to do this, that's what you signed up to do.
Well, did you sign up? Did they say you're going to be naked? If you got on a Disney, the ABC Disney show, which looked Lost, would you expect to be leered at by J.J. Abrams and his Eraserhead head? Like he's got hair he looks like Eraserhead. He's Eraserhead with glasses, with big thick spectacles.
Yeah.
Would you expect, if you signed a contract to be on an ABC show directed by J.J. Abrams, would you expect to be leered at naked by J.J. Abrams?
No, I guess. I'm just thinking that, it's and Lost is a show on an island where they're on the beach half the time. You're going to go swimming sometime, right? Like,
people in the chat are saying yes, they would expect that. People in the chat are saying, yeah, I would expect to be leered at naked by J.J. Abrams. And the guys are saying that.
And quite frankly, she was supposed to be one of the attractive it girls on the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're being hired because you're cute, and more or less people want to see you naked.
Yeah, but okay, so maybe that's true, but I don't know if you would. Of course, people want to see you naked, but do they want to see? When you sign that contract, are you expecting to be naked in front of J.J. Abrams? I wish I could show a picture of J.J. Abrams right now. I had an illustration of J.J. Abrams leering at you.
I would suggest no, because that's not appropriate. Like you're not supposed to have to go through the casting couch and all that junk, right? So
no, definitely not.
Yeah, I would say it depends on the type of TV it is too. If it's on a regular over-the-air, national TV network, as Lost was, I wouldn't expect that my role would ever involve being sodomized by J.J. Abrams. However, if it was on cable or on Netflix, I'd fully expect someone's going to get naked at some point, and it could be me.
Right. And you'd hope it was you.
Well, of course.
Yeah. That's why you get involved.
Yeah, that's the only reason to get involved.
William Jenkins, thanks for $8. Uncle Ethan, you should promote MAGA Mexican comic General Washington Victory or Death. It looks great. It does look great. General Washington Victory or Death on Indiegogo. Go check it out. It's important. And then we've got Professor Geek, $5. Great chat tonight. I love that Oakley said, quote, naked as a jaybird. So good job, Oakley. That's a good phrase to use. All right, guys. So no matter how you feel about getting naked in front of J.J. Abrams, let's just get some yeses and nos. How many people do want to get naked in front of J.J. Abrams? Give me a yes. And if you don't want to get naked in front of J.J. Abrams, give me a no. I just would like to get a read of the room in terms of that. I say yes. I say yes.
Do we have a dollar figure in mind?
Whatever she was getting paid, whatever it is, just standard rate, whatever scale, as they say, scale. The chat is mostly saying no. Quite a few yeses. Again, it's all guys. Guys are saying yes, they would get naked in front of J.J. Abrams. Wow, the chat is moving. Go Jurified, thanks for $5. Give the JJ a Scooby-Doo goatee, and he is soy boy. You're exactly right. People are asking how much money. Scale, whatever scale is. Dick's out for JJ, says Egg Chen 6 Demon Bag. Dick's out for JJ, absolutely. So that's the thing. So the guys are willing to. Ethan Van Halen says hell yes. He's actually, yeah, pay me a good amount and hell yeah. All right. Yeah, all right. So most of the guys in the chat are willing to be leered at naked by J.J. Abrams, director of Star Wars Episode 9. I don't see too many girls saying that that's what they want to do. And that makes perfect sense to me. Thank you, guys. All right, look, thank you so much for coming on tonight, my friends. Nearing accidentally fell out of the chat. He's now trying to get back on, but Nearing's had a few drinks, so... oh, wait, is he back? I think he's coming back. It says Nearing joined this hangout. I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. And I want to thank this chat. You guys are awesome. I hope you feel informed about the news at this point. This was Comic Artist Pro Secrets, the news, Star Wars and Talking Dead live chat. So thank you so much for being here. Nearing's here just in time to say goodnight. And so for myself, Ethan Van Sciver, and Oakley,
I love all you guys enough that I joined you during a Detroit Lions game.
Oh,
whoa.
Wow.
That's shocking.
It's preseason though, so.
That's true. It's probably not. And then Nearing.
Good night, everybody.
And our friend Michael CJ.
Thank you to everybody for allowing me to come inside of your YouTube channels.
Go Jurify, thanks for $2. Get naked and show JJ your Super 8. With that, good night, everyone, and see you again soon. Bye-bye.